All right, everybody, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Welcome to this special edition Masterclass Monday webinar. I am Maggie. You may know me as Maggie, the substitute teacher from my cooking channel. I'm all about food and femininity. Clearly, I like to eat. I also love helping feminine women attract and keep the masculine men of their dreams. So I've got lots of resources available for you all. You know that Lucchese and I are the founders of the Finishing School for the Modern Woman. Enrollment is open, and we've got a special promotion going on right now for the holidays. You can use the code Black Friday, all one word, for 50% off everything that I'm going to show you. So sit back and relax. What is Masterclass Monday? I'm so glad that you asked. This is usually a class that I teach privately, live, as a group coaching session so that you ladies can get a sample of what it's like to work with me. And then after the teaching is over, I will share with you some of the other resources that I have so that you can determine if it would be a good fit for you to continue. You can sit back and relax. This will take about 45 minutes to an hour. The first half, I'm going to go over with you the teaching that I did for a marriage summit. I was asked to speak on the topic of relationships. This is something that is near and dear to my heart, but I understand that it's a struggle for many women, and I want to help you with that. After we get done with the teaching, the second part, I will share with you all of the coaching and classes that I have available, some just with me, some with me and Lucchese, so you all know exactly what's available. And if you're interested, now is the time because the sale will not last long. All right, ladies, so a little bit about me. You all know me. Food and femininity. I am a boy mom, 2 teenage boys, amicably divorced from their father. I'm always upfront and honest with you all. I married young. I loved being married. I married my college boyfriend at 25, but I always say I got caught up in some of that modern woman mindset. I did have a very traditional upbringing, mom, dad, sister, brother, so I was raised right. I was raised to be a wife, but I strayed in my mindset. And so unfortunately, the marriage did end in divorce. I am happy to say now that we co-parent really well. And now that the boys are teenagers, they actually live with their dad and visit me. So now that I have a little bit of early empty nest, I'm using this time to give back. Since I don't have daughters or sisters, I wanted to share with you all what I've learned. Since the divorce, I've been in my second relationship now going on 12, 13 years, where I am with a very traditional 1% man, which means I've had to do a lot of work to get on his program, but I've never been happier. So if you want to prioritize marriage and relationships, I would love to teach you. All of the links are going to be in the description, or you can go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com for everything that I'm going to share with you. Again, this webinar is for a limited time only, but I do teach this class live every Monday. Sometimes the time is different. I just happen to be traveling, so I'm sharing with you all what happens in Masterclass Monday. But I will be in the chat with you, so if you have questions or comments or any feedback, please put them in the chat, and I would love to interact with you. Okay, ladies, let's get started. I am going to share my screen. And like I said, I was asked to speak at a marriage summit earlier this year, 2023. And these are the slides from that presentation. So when you register for this course, you actually get the recording so you can see my actual speech. I'm going to give you like a little summary Cliff Notes version today. And then if you attend the class live, your free gift from me are actually these slides. So you have access to my 7-step process on how I've improved my communication skills, especially in relationships with men, and you can do the same too. So ladies, don't fear. This is a skill and you can get better on it. I would love to coach you. All you need are the tools. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So you can see a little bit about me and you can read it here. I was born in Ghana in West Africa. Like I said, had a traditional nuclear family, and I'm very grateful for that upbringing that I had. And you all know I've shared with you my background. All right, so here are the 7 steps to relationship communication. I'm going to do a review of all of these for you, but in a nutshell, ladies, we need to learn what is active listening and how to do that. I'm going to teach you. We need to talk about open and honest expression. Sometimes in this fast-paced world that we live in, we take on more masculine qualities, which are very matter of fact, very straight to the point, very logical. That can help you at work, but it won't help you in relationships. So I'm going to show you how you can communicate open and honestly. Number 3, that emotional intelligence, or also known as EQ, is very important, ladies. This is something that I think we women are naturally gifted with, but a lot of us have turned it down or turned it off. You want to use your femininity as a superpower, and I'm going to share with you how in the communication space. Number 4, compassionate communication. Ladies, the natural emotions that we have, yes, we are emotional creatures, and sometimes we can go a little bit crazy, but we really want to use that as a strength and show compassion in our tone, in our facial expressions. You can work on this. Speaking of tone, number 5, when communicating, especially with men, this is a big one. Ladies, you need to know not only what to say, but how to say it. And I would also add when to say it. I'm going to teach you how. Number 6, that empathy and understanding. We want to make sure that if someone does open up to us, that we feel what they're feeling and give them that full attention in the moment and listen to understand, not only to just respond or react. And then lastly, continuous growth. I'm really happy about this point because, ladies, you've never arrived. I'm a huge believer in personal development. You can always get better. So let's get started. All right, let's talk about active listening, ladies. So again, there's so much here about communication. It's not just the words, but it's how you say them. There's research that shows that we only retain about 10% of what we actually hear. Most of it is what we experience when someone is communicating with us. So ladies, you want to be very mindful. This is work that I've done. Recording yourself is a big key. That's part of the homework that I had to do in my etiquette classes. So you can see your gestures. You can see if you maintain eye contact or if you're fidgety and all over the place. There's so much of this behavior that we have developed as humans, whether or not we trust somebody or don't trust somebody, and a big part of that is communication. So make sure, ladies, that you are focused. And if this is not a good time to communicate, say so. One of the things that I do with my man when he's talking to me, if I'm busy trying to get a meal together, I'll say, babe, I definitely want to hear what you have to say. Can you give me like 5 minutes so I don't burn anything or burn myself? And when we sit down at the table, I'm all yours. So these are things that you can practice, ladies, so that when you're actually in communication, especially with a man, because men are usually of few words. Unlike us, we like all of the details. When a man speaks, I always try to take time, stop, and listen. All right. And as you can see here, it shows them respect. And in relationships, don't let anybody else out respect you when it comes to your man. That's a huge priority for me. All right. So what do you all think about active listening? Is this something that you struggle with? Is this something that you're good at? Put it in the chat. I would love to know and respond. Okay, ladies, topic number 2, that open and honest expression. Let's talk about this. Everything that I talk about is about marriage or long-term relationships. I'm a relationship girl, but I always tell you, ladies, that I understand there are various types of relationships out there, and that's fine. You can absolutely do what works for you. But if marriage and family is a priority, that's where I love to help women. All right. So you want to make sure that you are being honest in your expression. This is not about swinging from, tree to tree branch with, ups and downs. But if something's bothering you, you absolutely want to make sure you say that. That's a big part of being feminine. We have those emotions and we feel how we feel. Now, it doesn't mean that you can disconnect your heart from your head and you just lead with your heart, but you can take time to collect your thoughts and make sure that you express if you are excited, if you're scared, if you're nervous, if something's bothering you. Also, in communication with a man, make sure that you welcome his open and honest expression as well. Being a boy mom, I'm very sensitive to this. And, there's so much in popular culture now about just using men and treating them like a tool. And I vehemently disagree. The late, great Kevin Samuels used to preach that we need to make sure that men have the full human experience. They get excited, they get scared, they get nervous, they get concerned. So especially when a man opens up and shares that with you, treat it like a precious gift, because it is. So many women complain that men don't talk or they shut down, but usually it's because they've tried to open up and it wasn't well received. So that's how you can build those connections, ladies. And this is a superpower that you have that makes you irreplaceable. There's always going to be someone younger, someone prettier, someone thinner, someone whatever. But when you can show up for your man in that way, oh my goodness, it's golden. And like I always say, I love love. When a man knows that he can trust you, you've won. What do you all think about this? Are you struggling with being open and honest? Do you have that hard heart? Do you feel like you have to cover up who you really are? Or is this easy for you, like it is for me? Some of us have strengths and weaknesses in different areas. Put it in the chat. I'd love to know what you all think so far. All right, let's move on to number 3, that emotional intelligence. This is a huge one for me. And again, ladies, there's so many components here in relationships and in the communication space. So I'm hoping this is bringing awareness to you so you know what you're already strong at, so you can work on it and shine even brighter, or some areas where you may be falling short and need some help. All right, so let's talk about that EQ. Oftentimes we know what IQ is, right? That intellectual quotient, how smart you are, how you are with problem solving. But that emotional intelligence, ladies, if you allow yourself, we kind of have that sixth sense. We know something, we get that vibe, we just kind of feel if something is off. I believe that's a gift that we have, and you can use it to help you in your relationships. So you want to create that space where your man knows that you are on his team and you've got his back. Men, especially when they're on their purpose, they are so driven and they just go out there and slay and bring it back. And a lot of times they may miss some of the softer skills. Ladies, that's where we can absolutely shine. So again, if a man does open up to you, or if he misses something, if something came off a little harsh, or you're just like, I can't believe he didn't notice that, I will always say until I can't anymore, ladies, we are not the same. We are of equal value, but we are not equal. We are very different. And I think it's beautiful and we complement each other. So if a man misses something that's easy for you, don't blame him and don't criticize him. This is where you can come in and be a support system. You can be a helpmate. Hey, babe, I'm sure you didn't notice this, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention, in a way of serving, in a way of helping him. Empathize with him. Let him know, I know how hard you're working. I know you can't, you're spinning all the big plates and sometimes some things fall through the crack, but don't worry, I'm going to go ahead and help you out in this way. It shows compassion. It shows understanding. I think it shows respect and love, because you realize the value that he brings and then you show up with the value that you bring. And that emotional intelligence, I think it goes really far, ladies. Let me know what you think about this. Have you ever heard of the term EQ, or maybe you're only familiar with IQ? Is this something that you all naturally do, or is it something you struggle with? Put it in the chat. I'd love to know. All right, ladies, we're going to move on to topic number 4, that compassionate communication. I absolutely love this, and I think it's important. Now, when it comes to relationships, of course, we think of all the good times and the happy days, but if we're being honest, especially in marriage and long term, sometimes there is conflict. But you know what? How you handle it and how you recover from that really sets the tone for whether or not you're going to sustain, or you're going to have to keep starting over and over with someone new. So one of the things that's really important to keep in mind when you do have a conflict with anyone, with your man, with your kids, with your parents, with anyone, the goal is that both parties can express how they see it, how they're feeling, what their concerns are, and then you work together to come up with a mutually beneficial solution. Then you can move past that and go on with your happy life and happy relationship. Research shows that I think it's over 69% of marriage problems are repeated, which means we keep taking that lap around the mountain. We're never moving past it. We keep bringing it up. We keep kicking up the dust, and that just wears away at anyone. So one of the things you can do, ladies, you never want to communicate when you are upset. You have to know what your triggers are, and you have to be able to communicate that this is not a good time. I'll give you an example because you ladies know I always like to give you tangible tips to help you. If I've had a rough day at work, if the kids have been on my last nerve, if, anything is going on, unexpected, house problems, car problems, and my man reaches out and says, "Hey babe, I want to come over. You feel like cooking tonight?" And I'm just like, "Give me a moment. This has been a rough day. The kids have put me through it. Let me soak in the tub. Give me 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it is. If it's really bad, maybe I need to sleep on it and try again tomorrow." But you want to say that, ladies. Don't expect a man to read your mind, and don't have any of those childish behaviors. "I'm fine. No, it's okay." No, that's immature and it's not helpful. You want to make sure that you're saying, "Okay, I have this issue going on. It has nothing to do with you," and be able to self-soothe and solve your own problems. So you need to know what triggers you, and you also need to know how you can overcome that. It could be a soak in the tub, or just shutting off everything and listening to quiet music, going for a walk, planting in the garden, cooking a new recipe, whatever it is that calms you down. You need to go ahead and be thinking about that now, so that when you are upset or uptight, you have an action plan to help yourself, and that will help you in your relationships. The other thing I would advise you to do, ladies, is to time box that. So if you know, okay, I just need about 15 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever it is, say that and then follow through with that. So if you say, "Tonight's not a good night, let's try again tomorrow," be ready tomorrow. Don't keep kicking the can down the road. That's what children do until they get everything that they want. You need to be able to, ladies, independently get it together, do whatever you need to do, and then come back and be ready for a conversation, all right? Again, you can see here, when you're looking for those mutually beneficial solutions, you don't want to point the finger and say, "You always do this," and when you go on the attack like that, ladies, what would you do? It just makes you shut down. One of the things I would advise you to do, like it says here, use those I statements. "I'm having a really rough day." And I'll even say it has nothing to do with you, babe. If I'm feeling a little sensitive, this is what happens. So when you make it personal and you say, "This is what I'm dealing with and this is what I'm going to do about it," it actually opens up your man to want to help you, or at least give you the space that you need. Don't blame him. Don't project on him or anybody else. If they didn't do it, don't make them pay the price for it. All right, ladies, let me know what you think about compassionate communication. I love this space, but if it's a challenge for you, let me know. What are your struggles in the chat? What do you do to self-soothe? All right, let's move on to topic number 5, ladies, timing and tone. This is a big one in our community, and especially with professional women. When you have to have that masculine edge on you to get things done, sometimes it comes out in your relationship, or oftentimes it comes out in your relationship, and it's not helpful, ladies. I struggle with this too. I've shared with you all. I used to come home and I would tell my ex-husband, "Okay, we need to do this and we're going here and doing that." He looked at me and he was like, "I don't work for you." And I was shocked, ladies. I had no idea I was coming across that way. So that's what I mean when I've done a lot of work to work on my conversation skills. And now it's one of my most complimented qualities, and it can be for you as well. So again, especially when talking to men, you need to know the right time. This is why it's so important, ladies, to study your man. Men are very simple and they have a routine. You need to know what it is. Like I said, growing up in a very traditional family, when my dad would come home, of course, mom cooked for the family. We knew, my brother and I knew, instead of "Dad, Dad, Dad, Dad," we knew that he would come in, go upstairs, get out of his work clothes, refresh himself. If he was eating with the family, or if mom had his plate, if it was later, he needed time to decompress, eat his meal. And then when he was ready to be social, we could tell him about all the things we wanted to talk about. You need to give your men the same respect. Know their schedule, know their routine. And if you don't know, ladies, ask. Open your mouth and ask, "Is this a good time? I'm considering doing this or that for the boys or for the kids or at work, and I would love to know your thoughts. Is it a good time?" Another thing you can do, ladies, which is helpful, you can time box those conversations. Men's brains are different. We women, we love all of the detail. We like all of the nuance. Men don't. They listen differently. They listen for a problem to solve. So when you go all over the place, it's hard for them to help you, which makes them frustrated. So I want you to be successful. So what can you do? I would say time box it, meaning, hey, babe, do you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is for you to get your point across, and stick to that. If he wants to continue the conversation, if he asks additional questions, if he wants more color commentary, then do so. But make sure you're able to land that plane simply and succinctly. It's important for a man, all right? So make sure you know how long, how much of his time that you need. Another thing I would advise you ladies to do, start with the ask in mind. For example, if you need him to help you make a decision, say so. For example, hey babe, I've got this opportunity at work. It's going to require me to travel or not. I want to go through with the options with you, and then I'd love for you to help me make a decision. Say that up front, and then go on with your talking points, as opposed to going around and around and around, and then you're like, so what do you think? And he's totally lost. Likewise, ladies, if you don't want his decision making, you can say that in a nice way. Here's something that I do. Hey, babe, I know. I'm just sharing this with you. I'm going to figure it out. I'm not asking for help. I just wanted to let you know. And I kind of do it in a joking way because, ladies, we know when you have a masculine man, he's going to come out with what you need to do is, and then you're like, oh, shucks, I just wanted to tell you what happened, you know? So again, just know that this is not how men are wired. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not broken. They're not dense. They're definitely not stupid. They are naturally problem solvers. So you can help your man and help yourself by letting him know up front if this is an ask or this is an inform, okay? And then also time box it. Hey, babe, I'm just going to share this with you. If this is a good time, you got about 5 minutes, and then you get onto it. All right, ladies? That will help your conversation skills, especially with men. A man on his purpose, time is of the utmost to him. So show respect for that. And then if you want him to help you solve problems, he definitely will. All right. Let me know what you all think about this. I think this is a big one that ladies miss in relationships. Let me know what you all are doing to maximize your conversation skills, or if you struggle with your tone, if everything comes out harsh and matter of fact. I'd love to know what you're doing right and what you need help with. All right, ladies, topic number 6, empathy and understanding. This one should be a home run for us as ladies. But again, like I've shared with you all, I work in corporate America, which is very competitive. The world we live in is fast paced. I work in IT, which is data driven. All of these components of our day-to-day life could make us masculine. Sometimes you don't even realize how masculine you show up. So you really have to dial that up and make sure you're leading with your softer side. When someone is talking to you, especially your man, really try to consider how he feels. If a man opens up and shares with you how he feels about something, and I'm not talking about, a child or a boy, I'm talking about a man who will suffer in silence for a long time. So ladies, by the time they've opened up to you, they've been really struggling with this for a while. So stop what you're doing and give him your attention. Really understand. And a man doesn't need you to fix it. He's not coming to you because he wants you to fix anything for him. If he's just letting you know, hey, babe, we got a health scare in the family, and so I'm going to be doing, X, Y, and Z to prepare for that. Absolutely understand. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Is there anything that you need? And if the answer is no, ladies, let it be no. I always tell my consults, I need you to do less and be more. You have no idea how just our presence is comfort and soothing to your man. You don't need to be running around causing all kind of stress and chaos. Just be there for him. Absolutely be his peace. And if he needs anything, he will ask, but most of the time he won't, and that's okay. But if he knows that he can trust you, if he knows that when he opens up to you, you're not going to laugh at him or shame him or embarrass him, when you hold those secrets close to your heart, ladies, there's some things things I'm going to take to my grave happily and willingly, because that's the level of respect that I have for my man and all men, and you should as well. These are the type of traits that when you express them to your man, he feels more comfortable talking to you and sharing things with you and finding those solutions. But again, that empathy and really understanding and just letting him know, I'm here for you, I believe in you. If there's anything that you need, you don't even have to ask. All right, I'd love to know what you ladies think about empathy and understanding in relationships and communication. Is this something that is hard for you? Is this something that you naturally ease into? Put it in the chat so I can see what you all are thinking so far. And then the last one, my absolute favorite, continuous growth, ladies. So as you can see here, communication is a skill. This is something that I've had to work on. I'm very intentional about it. Being a content creator and recording myself all the time, I go back and I watch and I'm like, oh my gosh, sometimes I cringe at how bad it was, but it helps me to improve and get better. You don't have to do it for the world to see. You can use your phone. You can ask someone to record you and just sit and talk for about a minute about anything that you're interested in, and then watch yourself back. And if you cringe, maybe turn the volume all the way down if you don't like the sound of your voice, but watch your mannerisms. Look at your eye contact. Are you shifty or are you grounded? These are things that you can practice and get better, like I had to do. I want you to commit to developing yourself in any area. I think it's really important. And as we age, this is my birthday week. I'll be 48 on Wednesday, but I look forward to my 50s and 60s and all of that, because I want to continue to be the best version of myself, and you can too. You can absolutely age gracefully. What can you do? Well, you're here for Masterclass Monday. I really hope this has been helpful for you ladies. You all know that I stream, every day. I'm usually giving you some type of cooking content, but at least once a week, Lucy and I will do, Ask Us Anything, or we just wrapped up a series on your elegance boot camp. This Masterclass Monday is always available to you. And when we teach the class live, this is a group coaching session where you can ask me questions in real time. You can put them in the chat and I'll answer for you. But I love to do things privately off of YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and Twitter and Instagram. I love those tools to use for promoting and informing you all, but all of the classes and the courses and the coaching that I do is private, either one-on-one or small group. Because what I've realized, ladies, is that sometimes, we're a little bit nervous to open up and say, I need help in that area, and I would love to work with you. But whether it's me or podcasts or counseling, or you can see here other workshops and books, make sure you prioritize your personal development, so it's not only professional accolades that you have. That's another way to not only keep your relationship vibrant, but it helps keep you vibrant and interesting. People will say, something's different about her. Just like my man asked me, babe, something's different. What have you been doing? And then I could tell him about all of the work that I was doing to be the best version of myself. All right, ladies, in closing, I love this quote from Walt Disney. He says, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And shout out to those of us who love to talk, but don't wait for 2024 to be New Year's resolutions. You can start every day. A lot of this stuff is free. It just requires awareness and intention on getting better. I am very passionate about this area, and I would love to help you if you need someone to coach you along the way. But you can start today and get better every day. So let's wrap this up for relationships that are solution oriented. We talked about being open and honest with yourself and with your man. If you like something, say so. If you don't like something, say so. But there's a way and a time and a tone to do that. We talked about active listening, ladies. Don't just listen to respond. Yeah, I got it. Really stop. Give that eye contact, pay attention, and really embrace and appreciate the fact that you have a man that does want to talk to you, all right? And if you don't have the time, say so. Hey, babe, can you give me about 30 minutes? I'll call you right back. And then do that. Follow up. Be a woman of your word. We talked about that emotional intelligence, ladies. It's so important to have that EQ, kind of that sixth sense. This is something that's a gift for us, and you can absolutely use that as a superpower in your relationships when you slow down, lead with your heart, and really allow yourself to feel. Then we talked about understanding empathy, especially when a man opens up to you. Embrace that, those words, that time that he shares with you. If he's got some good news, celebrate with him. If he's got something that he's nervous about, love him through it, and encourage him and compliment him, and know that you let him know that you believe in him. That's what I do. I tell my man all the time, I am so proud of you. I am so in love with you. I am so impressed by you. I learned so much from you. I'm so lucky to have you. I couldn't do this without you. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for being here. These are the things that you can do, ladies. I do it all the time, and it just sends your man out into the world with something that no one else can give him. And then lastly, that continuous growth. You've never arrived. You can always get better. There are so many resources, some paid and some free, but there's so many resources out there. Don't only study popular culture, the songs, the dances, all that is fun, but have something that is making you better when you take it in. All right, so in summary, ladies, by embracing these strategies, we can create solution-oriented relationships where communication becomes a bridge that connects us rather than a barrier that separates us. Remember, the journey toward effective communication is not without challenges, but the rewards are immeasurable. Oh my goodness, ladies, I'd love to know what you all think about Masterclass Monday. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm really passionate about this work. If you learned anything, I'd love to know it in the chat. Masterclass Monday is something that I do once a week as a way to give back. You can always come. I usually teach it live privately. You can register for it week after week. And even if you don't have any questions, I'm creating this space and I'm building this community for women who do want to be the best version of themselves. And you can listen in quietly. You don't have to be camera on. You can just listen to the questions that other ladies have, and it helps you to understand, oh, okay, I never thought about it that way. All right, so if you're done with the teaching, you're welcome to drop off, but I am going to share with you all, with your permission, I am going to share with you all some of the other resources that I have available for you if you want to do some more one-on-one work or group coaching work privately, especially now. Like I said, I have a discount and it's 50% off. I was nervous to do it, but it's that time of year. And if you've been wanting to get better, like I said, you can use the code Black Friday on everything that I'm going to share with you. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to take you over to the Teachable site that I have. All right, so let's see here. All right, I'm going to go this way so you all can see. So I'm going to go through these one by one in no particular order, and I am actually going to leave this link in the chat so you ladies can see. It's basically Maggie the Substitute Teacher .teachable.com. Some of these are live taught, some of these are on demand, some of these are instant downloads. All right, so I want to go through and just explain to you what they are, tell you what the price is, tell you who is a good candidate for this, and then again, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. I'm always available to you. You can also email me, maggiethesubstituteteacher@gmail.com. You can inbox me on Facebook or Instagram. I am Maggie the Substitute Teacher on all platforms. All right, so we're just going to go from the top left and down. So the first one is the Maggie Makeover. This one is brand new, and ladies, I am so excited about this. This is the ultimate experience. And what do I mean by that? If you are that premier client who wants a done for you service, meaning that you don't have to lift a finger, the Maggie Makeover is for you. I do a lot of consults, especially with professional women who go until the wheels fall off. Ladies, self-care is a huge part of your feminine journey, of your elegance journey. We are not supposed to work our fingers to the bone. Of course, you're supposed to be productive, but sometimes ladies don't know how to do less and be more. So I'm going to show you what's included in the Maggie Makeover. This is a weekend VIP experience with me. You will come to Atlanta. You will have a complete makeover from head to toe. What is included in that makeover? You have your facial, you have your manicure pedicure, you have your massage therapy, you have your hair done, you have your makeup done. My photographer will take new photos of you, casual photos, headshots, so basically your own photo shoot. It includes, of course, coaching one-on-one with me for a year, unlimited. It also includes access to the finishing school, which is our 8-week group taught private class. They come with workbooks that we ship directly to you so you can make this personal. Lucy and I will be teaching. Our next class starts January 6th, 2024. So you get access to all of the courses, all of the coaching, and a full VIP experience, plus afternoon tea with me here in Atlanta. And I will put you up either in a hotel or an Airbnb and take care of you from arrival to departure. If you want that ultimate getaway here in Atlanta, if you want to know how to start that routine of taking care of yourself, we will do that here. So you will leave refreshed, you will leave the best that you've ever felt, and then that will spearhead you into a year of coaching with me so that you can perfect how you show up. All right, so the Maggie Makeover, that one is $3,000. So you can see here the ultimate experience, and there are payment plans available. So that is the Maggie Makeover. Again, if you want it completely done for you, I would love to take care of you here in Atlanta, Friday to Sunday. You pick the weekend and I make it happen. All right, the next one we'll talk about is the relationship reset. Now, this is the class that I recommend for everyone. Ladies, I've been doing a lot of consults with you, and I have learned all of the nuance about these relationships and relationship problems kind of boil down into two areas: readiness and relatability. I have put together exclusive new content. I have slides. There's going to be a speech, a book. This is basically my life's work, because we get into these relationships and we don't know how to properly assess if someone is ready or not, if we're ready or not. And how do we relate to each other? Is he husband material? Am I wife material? So I have put together a visual that you all will be able to see. You will be able to take a look at this and decide, oh my goodness, he wasn't ready. Oh my goodness, I wasn't ready. What am I doing? So I have these slides ready to go. I am going to be teaching this class for you ladies live. This is going to be live taught on Friday, December 1st, which is coming up very soon. It's going to be taught live at 8 p.m. You will need to register for it. This class will not be taught on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, or anything else. I think it's really important that you, if you're dating someone, or if you want to begin dating someone, it's really important that you know what to look for. Now, this one, like I've shared, we're going to talk about readiness and relatability. It's $20. And you can see here, the class will be taught live December 1st at 8 p.m. Now, this one, ladies, if you do nothing else, I highly recommend you sign up for the Relationship Reset. It will be taught live, but it will be recorded, and you will have lifetime access to the recording. I'm only going to teach this once per month. So the Masterclass Monday will be once per week on Mondays. The Relationship Reset will be once per month on the first Friday of every month. So I won't teach this again for all of 2023. But if you want to know how to properly decide if you're in a relationship or a situationship, I highly recommend it. So again, the link is in the description. Relationship Reset is coming up. Tell everybody that you know. We already have ladies registered. I am here to teach the ladies, but this would even be good information for men, but I stay in my lane because I do believe the older women should teach the younger, and we'll let the men take care of the men. So again, this will be a private Zoom, and you will get the link to the Zoom after you register. So relationship reset. If you're married or you already have your long term, that is not the course for you unless you just want to listen in. But if you are in the dating market, I have something for you that will help you, and you can reference without getting all emotional about what you're doing. Okay, let us continue, ladies. So we've talked about the Maggie Makeover. We've talked about relationship reset, coaching with Maggie. So you've been able to see what it's like to work with me in a group setting for the Masterclass Monday. I have shared with you all that I do private consultations. I do one-off consultations. You can always book a complimentary one-on-one at teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. You can absolutely do that. I also have 30-minute, 60-minute, or 90-minute sessions if you just have one item that you want to talk about. But most of my consults are women that want encouragement and support and coaching as they're going through the dating process. I've got one that's a couple that are in relationships now, one very close to being engaged. So I'm so excited. I'm not a professional matchmaker. I'm not a therapist. I'm not any of that. I'm just an older woman with life experience, and I believe in prioritizing relationships, and I've gotten so much feedback from the women that I've helped. Oh, I wish I knew this earlier. Oh, this is so helpful. No one's ever put it that way. So if you would like that coaching, I do have this service available for you ladies. So the coaching with Maggie is available. When you go to the link in the description, you'll fill out the form and let me know what your goals are. And then coaching with Maggie is free for a week, and then the cost is $150 per month. This is month to month. You can cancel at any time. So there is no contract or anything like that, but you can try it out for a week. And when you schedule with me, I got a text message, and then I will confirm it back and send you the link. We can hop on a quick Zoom. Here's some benefits that you get working with me. I record all of the sessions if you would like, and you have your own private dashboard within Teachable. So when we have a one-on-one session, I upload it to your dashboard so that you can always reference back what I said, because sometimes it's a lot and you may not have caught it in the notes, or you may want to just go back and see how far you've come. So it's a great personal space where you can have access to review, because ladies, like I said, we can always work on getting better. Also, a benefit that I don't talk about because I'm, newer at this, I always bounce some of my concepts off with my man. And I ask him, hey, babe, I talked to a lady today, and this is the situation, and this is what I told her. What do you think? And he gives me a man's perspective. He's one of the VPs here in Atlanta for a big company, and I love getting his perspective. And honestly, I was just doing it for my own improvement. And then he would say things sometimes. I'm like, gosh, I never thought about it that way. Of course I didn't, because I'm not a man. But then I would ask my consults the next time that we talk, hey, so-and-so, would you like to know what my man said? It's totally up to you. And at first they are like, okay, tell me. Then I would share, and they would say, that makes so much sense. This is amazing. This is like getting a 2-for-1. So you have one-on-one counseling or coaching with me. I'm not a professional counselor, but some of you all have been paying for years of counseling, and you're still in the same place. If you would like for 2024 to be a new year for you, if you would like for this to be the last holiday season that you spend alone, I definitely think I can help get you unstuck and set you on the right path. So you can get my frame of mind, as well as a high value man, just so you kind of know what men think. So it's available via Zoom, or oftentimes when I have, professional women that are on the go, you can text me or WhatsApp me directly. And if I'm free, we can just hop on a call. Hey, Maggie, this is what happened, or I'm going out on a date, or this is what he said. How should I respond? So you get that real in the moment response. And that has proved really helpful for ladies who have a tendency to mess things up. I am available for you. So it can be a phone call, a quick text. If you don't know how to say something, I can draft it for you, and then you can put your own spin on it. These are the ways that I've been helping ladies for a long time privately, and now it's available for you. So that's coaching coaching with Maggie if you think it might be something that's helpful for you. All right, so what else do we have? I've got a couple more coaching services that I'll share with you all. Communication in Relationships, Masterclass Monday. So we are currently in Masterclass Monday. And again, this is free, completely free for you. Every week I am here. Usually it's taught live. So the next one will be December 4th. That is taught live. When you register, you will get the link to join us. And so I will review my communication slides. But what's nice about the live group coaching is that you all can ask me questions. I can respond in real time. I can customize it based on the ladies that are in the group. This webinar is great because I'm actually traveling today, but I'll be in the chat with you. So let me know what you all are thinking so far, or if you have any questions. But you can share the link to Masterclass Monday. And that is not recorded for you to keep, but it is taught live at different times on Monday because I know I have ladies in different time zones, but you are welcome to come back for free group coaching anytime. So that's Masterclass Monday. This is currently what it is. So you'll get 30 minutes of coaching, and then I do use the second half of the time to share these resources that I have, but you're welcome to drop off at any time. I'm just here to let you all know what is available. All right, so that's Masterclass Monday, available to you every Monday of the week. And then this one right here, the Maggie Mastermind. So this is basically a bundle of the coaching and the courses. So if you want to do the finishing school, which is our 8-week privately taught course, Lucy and I, with the workbooks, we start January 6th. We go over dining etiquette and confidence and international etiquette and business etiquette. We give you that initial start on these type of soft skills that unfortunately a lot of ladies either didn't get growing up, or maybe you work in a masculine field, or you're just a little bit rough around the edges and you want to soften up. So Lucy and I teach that as a Saturday school. So it's going to be Saturday starting January 6th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. That one is recorded, and the recordings are going to be uploaded to your dashboard. You have lifetime access. Anytime you buy a course from me or any coaching, it will always be available to you in your dashboard. So you can go back and review, because it is a lot. And sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, it's the holidays. You know, what is the proper etiquette when you visit someone's home for the first time? We talk about that in the finishing school, and all of those soft skills that I just think make you that lady that's like, there's a little bit something different about her. So with the Maggie Mastermind, you get the finishing school and you get a year of unlimited coaching with me. So you get the group class, and then I am here to help you make it personal. So just like we talked about the coaching services, you can do it once per month if you want to pay month to month, or in that bundle, it's covered for you for 12 months. So you can call me. Well, actually, you can text me, or you can schedule time. If my calendar is open, then I will call you. Or if you prefer a Zoom like this, we can schedule it, and then I can record it and upload it to your dashboard. All right, so that is the Maggie Mastermind. I would love to have any ladies who are really interested in investing. This one is $1,000. So you can see here, you are going to put in your goals for your relationship goals. And then when you come here, it will show you the price is $9.99. So you have access to the finishing school as well as a year of unlimited coaching with me. All right. So that is the Maggie Mastermind, and it is available to you. So we talked about Masterclass Monday is always free once per week. The Maggie Mastermind is the finishing school and unlimited coaching. All right. So those are all coaching offerings. Let's talk about the cookbook. You all know all of this started with Maggie having a cooking channel, and I love to cook, and I still will cook for you all. I have a cookbook, which is a digital download. I still have a few of these available, the printed version. What I love about the cookbook, it's you all's favorite recipes. I put a poll together on what you wanted to see in my first cookbook, and so you all voted. So what you'll see in the cookbook is you'll have a little bit of an introduction about me, and then you'll see my journey. You all know I've been on this health and wellness journey, down 80 pounds so far. Still got a ways to go, but I am determined. And then you'll notice here, I've broken it into sections. These are all meals that I have made. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. So these are great recipes, easy things that you would actually want to eat that I think taste good. What makes my cookbook different, it's broken up into the section. So you have breakfast section, snack section, dessert section, meal section, and I think even beverages. So you have the ingredients, you have the recipe with all the instructions, but it's interactive. On each recipe, there's a video. You can click on the video and actually see me making it. So this is a digital download. If you want to get the one that's on the link in the description, it's a digital download. It's $20, and it has everything that I just shared with you in there. That's the Maggie's favorite cookbook. So you all can have access to that for $20. If you would like me to autograph a printed one for you, just let me know. It's $35, which includes shipping, and you have the hard copy. So that is your Maggie cookbook if you would be interested in that. All right, so coming down towards the end here, let's talk about a few courses that we have, some you've already heard of. So we've talked about the coaching services that I offer. We've talked about the cookbook that you can download. Now let's talk about the courses. So if you want a structured curriculum, if you want something that has an outline that's going to walk you through step by step, I would recommend the courses. If you want personalized help with either your dating or your personal development or, relationship or even marriage, I've also done professional resume help, your LinkedIn page, if you're interviewing. I've been an executive with the Coca-Cola company, and I've been corporate since college. So whatever service I can help you with, the coaching sessions, you let me know how you would like me to help you. The courses, we have an outline, and that's what we walk through. Okay, so for the courses, our flagship course, The Finishing School for the Modern Woman. Again, we start January 2024, and you can see here, you can click on the link in the description, and you can see a preview of some of the work that we have. We have 8 different sections, one for each week, and each one gives you a workbook. So you can see here an example of the workbook. So you have them in your dashboard. You always have access to this, but in 2024, we're actually going to print this and bind it for you. So you can see here, you'll be able to take notes during the finishing school as we're teaching, and you can make it personal. That's one of the things that I love. So you can see here, we have 8 different sections here. You can click on the link and see what we talk about in the finishing school. We start with an assessment so we know where you're coming in from and what we can help you with, and where you feel strong and what you are a little bit nervous about. Femininity, elegance, etiquette, self-confidence, dining, social skills, business skills, international skills. Wrap up, and then we always have a guest speaker. Ladies, this right here is a jewel. I cannot tell you. One of the things, if you don't know me, I have quite the network, and I'm always reaching out and making connections with people and asking them to come speak at the finishing school. We have had Sarah Badenova, who is a professional ballroom dancer, come talk to us about feminine movement. My former boss from the Coca-Cola company is coming. My business attorney, my stylist. So many ladies are coming to speak. And one of the benefits of being part of the finishing school, you get lifetime access to all guest speakers, past and present and future. So you'll always have lifetime access to this curriculum, but whenever I land a guest speaker, it will be included in your tuition. So you can see here, you have access to 8 weeks of Saturday school. You can attend or rewatch from anywhere on your mobile device, your tablet, your PC. You get access to my cookbook included. You get the speech that I did at the marriage conference included, this one from the Masterclass Monday. All guest speakers are included. We are going to ship the workbook to you so you have it. You can actually write and retain. You have the Ultimate Elegance Guide, which is the book. Thank you, Brandon L. Jett, for making that available for all of our students. We're wrapping up the series from Vivian Abena. You get that book on your dashboard. And another bonus, in-person events. You can see here the price is $550. It is very, very underpriced, and the price will go up, ladies. We have been told that we could and should charge a lot more, but I'm really intentional about helping. We are planning an in-person graduation. It's going to be the first week of April. You all can come to Atlanta once you finish the finishing school. We have our students that just finished the fall session, and then we're going to have our winter session in January. We are going to go, I'll go ahead and say it, you all voted, the Cheesecake Factory. And Lucy and I are going to have a dinner celebration graduation for you all. Plus, you're going to get your plaques from completing the course. You get a digital certificate in your dashboard, but we have another generous sponsor, Mr. Option One, who is making plaques available that we'll be able to give to you. So you'll be able to practice all of the etiquette and everything that you've learned and have a wonderful weekend here in Atlanta. So if you would like to join us, you want to come and join the finishing school for January. So that is $550 for all that you get, ladies. I am very, very excited to teach you with Lucy. Again, Saturday school. And if you have to miss anything, it's recorded live and you have lifetime access. So if you're interested in that, this is for the lady who wants to refine and be the best version of herself. All right, so then the last two that we have here are some on-demand classes. Feminine Movement for the Modern Woman. This was taught by Sarah Badenova. This was the workshop. She was our guest speaker. So this is included for you if you're part of the finishing school. But if you just want to take the course, she actually had a workshop with us, ladies, where for this course, you get instant access. So once you register, it's on demand. You'll need a chair and some heels, and you can watch Sarah show you how to place your feet, what to do with your hands, how your hips should move. If you feel like you have masculine gestures, if you feel like you're not elegant in your movement, that's something I had to work on. Sarah is going to teach you, and this is a great class to watch and rewatch. So it's on demand. You have lifetime access to it so you can review. If you're going to an event and you want to walk in and make sure that you show up elegant, you absolutely can. This is $50, a one-time payment. There are payment plans for all of them, and you have instant access to the course. So you can watch the replay and see Sarah teach us. All right, that is for the lady who wants to make sure she moves as an elegant woman. Hosting etiquette. This is another on-demand course that Lucy and I taught. This one, if you are nervous about hosting or being a guest in someone's home or even at a dinner party, this is the course for you. What is the guest responsible for? What is the host responsible for? Is it proper etiquette to bring flowers? Lucy and I talk about all of this in a master class. So it's on demand. You have lifetime access. You can enroll in this course and it's immediately available for you. This is another one that you may want to rewatch, especially this time of year when we have so many social events. But you can see here all of the benefits to you. And this one, the price is $100. So this is a 90 minutes course that you can have lifetime access to if you want to know what the host and guest are responsible for. If you need to throw a dinner party, ladies, that is the course for you. So the guide to YouTube monetization, this is not necessarily part of the finishing school, but I do have this available. So ladies, you all know that I started my YouTube channel in 2022. Shout out to the lead attorney when I heard him say, if you're over 35, y'all know I'm almost 48, you have life experience that people need to know. So he encouraged a lot of us to start YouTube channels, and I was monetized in 120 days. So if you want to know what I did to get monetized so quickly, there are 15 different sections here. It's on demand. You have instant access to it, and I show you my screenshots, behind the scenes, everything that I did. It's $50, and this is a course that I've been told is great for beginners. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or you're just getting started and you want to know how you can make income from your YouTube channel, that's what I cover. That is the guide to YouTube monetization, lifetime access. And then the last thing I have here, ladies, for you is a bundle for $125 if you want the cookbook, and if you want the 2 courses, the hosting etiquette, the movement, feminine movement, you can get that for $125. So a digital download as well as the on-demand courses. So that's everything I have in my catalog so far. Thank you for letting me share with you what is available. And again, everything that I've shared with you, you can get for a limited time, 50% off using the code Black Friday, all one word, for a limited time. All caps, Black Friday. All right, ladies, this has been your Masterclass Monday. I thoroughly enjoy sharing what I have put together. This is just the beginning. There's so much more to come. If you're confused on where to start, my number one recommendation for all of you is the Relationship Reset. It is this Friday, December 1st, and I cannot wait to teach you. Thank you all so much. Class is dismissed.